Warning, major spoilers for episode 7, The Force Awakens, which came out December 2015, almost 3 fucking years ago. If you haven't seen it by now, you obviously don't give a hairy Chewie's ass about the contents of this video pertaining to spoilers. With that being said, onto the video. Okay, stop. I can't take it anymore. Chewie crying is some sad shit. I mean, the guy just watched his best friend of 30 plus years get shanked by his own son, who most likely had some deep connections to Chewie as well. No, come on, there has to be some crazy backstory there, right? Chewie and Han were best friends, so Chewie had to have been close to Kylo. There was probably camping trips, take your uncle to school days, and times when Chewie had to watch young Ben Solo because his dad was so spaced the fuck out on liquor and death sticks that he didn't even know what the hell was real or not. Okay, I'm getting a little off track, but I'm just saying, if you're listening, Disney, that's $1 million idea comic series right there. You're welcome. Alright, now back to the story. We all know where the story went from there. Starkiller base is destroyed, the Resistance is victorious, Rey finds Luke, and then The Last Jedi begins immediately thereafter. Now, The Last Jedi is where things get a little crazy. By the end of episode 8, 2 of the main characters of the new trilogy are presumably dead. Those being Snoke and Luke Skywalker himself. The film also had many things about it that split the fans of Star Wars into two camps. Those who loved The Last Jedi for the risk it took as well as its unpredictability, and those that if you say anything even remotely good about the film, they seem to do this. Regardless of how you felt about The Last Jedi, I think we can all agree on one thing. We are all curious, even if it is an angry curiosity, about where the story goes from here. With the exit of the previously slated director for episode 9, Colin Trevorrow, and the re-entrance of J.J. Abrams to helm the final film in the new trilogy, fans everywhere are scratching their fucking heads wondering what Disney and Abrams will do to wrap the story up in a way that is rewarding and not as decisive as The Last Jedi. Han Solo's RIP moment was one of those big events in The Force Awakens that fans accepted as a necessary step to move the story forward. But a new theory by Clerks and Red State director Kevin Smith can change everything. Smith recently tweeted, "If, due to a time travel device or the Force, there's a plot development that allows Lando to repeat his Empire Strikes Back line, there's still a chance to save Han and get us back to that fateful bridge on Starkiller Base, then I'll kiss JJ on the mouth. I'll French him even." Oh shit. Although only a theory, it is interesting to think what would happen if they went down this route. The Last Jedi is the most polarizing film in the saga, next to Attack of the Clones. You're safe from this shit, Phantom Menace. Darth Maul was fucking awesome. But a movie like this is almost certainly unlikely, right? You know, I'm not so sure anymore. Fan backlash is more than just a few fans mad at some things in the film. It has turned into a raging shitstorm for Disney that they most definitely can't ignore. With audience scores at an unflattering 46% on Rotten Tomatoes, and even a petition with, at the time of this recording, has over 107,000 signatures and over $400 million pledged to remake The Last Jedi, one thing is clear. The Last Jedi will remain a lingering shadow over Lucasfilm and J.J. Abrams as Episode 9 nears the beginning of filming. Oh, and about that remake, The Last Jedi director Rian Johnson is apparently on board, tweeting this, saying, "Please, please, 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 please actually happen. Please, 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 please. Praying hand, praying hand, praying man." Well, you get the fucking point. Now, I don't know if he's just trolling or is legit tired of all the backlash, but I just thought that was kind of interesting. Now let's talk about the theory. I mean, what the fuck? If something like this was to happen, The Last Jedi would be effectively retconned out of the Star Wars saga and become a worst could have happened scenario. Han would be back, that is if they save him in time, and so would Big Daddy Snoke, one of the most mysterious characters in the Star Wars mythos who died like a bitch. Luke's story could have also turned out very different, with the possibility of him doing badass Jedi shit that we all wanted to see the now Jedi Master Luke do someday. This all sounds pretty damn good, right? But as De Niro said in Heat,
there's a flip side to that coin.
There are many fans and critics who love The Last Jedi, and this would alienate this half of the fandom while pleasing the other. I can already see the critics' reviews shitting on Episode 9 for taking the safe route and for bowing down to the angry fans. Though the idea seems very intriguing and full of possibilities, I wonder if Disney has the balls to try something this crazy. I personally did not like all of the decisions made in The Last Jedi. Nevertheless, I accept the film and I'm still excited to see what's next. I am still hoping for some Snoke content in Episode 9. And also, where the fuck are the Knights of Ren? Did Rian Johnson fall asleep during the viewing of The Force Awakens and miss that they were teased? In other words, there is rich story to be expanded on here. Oh, I forgot. There is also a third side to this coin. You get what I fucking mean. Third side. And that is the man himself, Han fucking Solo, and the man who plays him, Harrison Ford. If something like this was to actually happen, would he return for Episode 9? We all know of his love of the franchise, demonstrated by these clips.
The damn music follows me everywhere.
As far as the movie featuring a young Han Solo, I of course want nothing to do with it.
Is a Lego Millennium Falcon that I put together in 2010. They're selling for about $5,000 now, and it took about 60 man-hours to create. And I display it with pride, but it would really mean the world to me if Harrison could sign. So I have a sharp...
Okay, some of those were jokes, but nonetheless, he has expressed that he's done with the role and would rather let Han die and be done with it. I'm pretty sure offering him a few Benjis would tempt even Mr. Ford to return to a galaxy far, far away. Let me know what you guys and girls think about this theory and the possibilities of something like this happening. Would you want it solved by time travel? Something new and different? Or should we just remake this shit? Sound off in the comments below. If you like this video, subscribe for more content like this from the world of pop culture, including Rick and Morty, Game of Thrones, the MCU, DC films, and much more. Also, comment if there's any types of videos you guys would want to see me do on this channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Later.